An important concept you can learn in just 10 minutes is not to bring the queen early into the game. Using the queen early in the opening is usually a mistake, or at least it's fraught with danger and it's a risky strategy. And even the best players succumb to this weakness. Magnus Carlsen lost against Shakriyar Mamedyarov in the Meltwalter tournament by bringing the queen too early into the game in the opening. So don't do that. Well, you can do that, but be aware that you are doing something dangerous. So why is the problem that to bring the queen early? Well, because the queen is such a strong piece that when it's attacked, it usually have to move. So the one who's got the queen out has to be constantly aware it's not getting trapped, and it's not. And when attacked, it has to move. So you can get a lot of tempo and get a lead in development by attacking the queen. And this is exactly what Mamedyarov did. So let's jump into it. We only have 10 minutes. We promised you could learn this as fast as 10 minutes. Mamedyarov is white. He usually goes d4, c4. And Carlsen is ready for a King's Indian. He's at the moment he seems he's experimenting a lot with his openings, and that's nice that the world champion are not playing these boring Catalan Queen's Gambit, especially Berlin is very boring. c5, ready for Benoni, but Mamedyarov will have none of that, and Carlsen brings out the queen early. And that's what we said you shouldn't do. It can't be that bad in this position, but you have to be aware that the queen is now in a position where it can be kicked. And this was an interesting move, just covering the rook, getting ready for something like this and here, which could be interesting. And takes. And this is another thing. When you bring out the queen early, you have to be very, very careful not to get into serious trouble with the queen. This is dangerous stuff. You're playing with fire, bringing out the queen, and being greedy as well is a recipe for disaster. Rook c1. So white is moving very fast, and by the way, Mamedyarov is one of the best players with the heavy pieces. Looking at the way he handled the rooks is pure pleasure from my part. And there is a rook down here, and here comes the queen attacking the queen. And where can it go? Wherever it goes, it will be hit. I can promise you that. So he took, but that's not fun. And the queen is hit again, and the idea is very simple here, and it's hit one more time. And after this move, it's we see that how many moves have black used for with the queen. He played queen a5, queen takes c5, queen takes c4, queen a2, queen c4, queen a5, c5. So he spent a lot of moves with the queen, and okay, he did win 2 pawns, but now he loses a piece. So the rook got what it wanted, and due to this pin, black loses material. Of course, not one would be able to win this game against Carlsen, but Mamedyarov has excellent technique, and he has no problems at all winning this. He gets pawn here, but white will just develop, and these 2 pawns here, well, if they were here, then they would be dangerous, but at the moment here they will just be slowly captured. So we see that white's strategy of attacking the queen and was a success, and bringing out the queen early was not a success. We'll go through the game rather fast. Got the piece out, and a smart little tactics. You would love to have something like this, getting the bishop back and having opposite colored bishops and thereby attacking chances. With the two, with an extra knight, white has excellent chances of an attack. Black just got 3 pawns, and it's a double pawn that's isolated on the A file. It's not very strong, so basically black is lost. It was a rapid game. In a real game, I think Carlsen will probably resign here. So we just go quickly through this, and some and threatening mate, and he's winning all the pawns here. And this, of course, among grandmasters, this is very easy. Mamedyarov is not going to mess this up. So what do? You slowly gain space, and then you get your knight into the game by combining some sort of attack on the queen and the king and the pawns, and getting the king forward as well, and all this. Oops, yeah. So, and here he resigned. It's not funny anymore. You could say that I think white will, for instance, after this, you can probably play something like, you can play this move and just take the pawn on d5. So that was easy. So what went wrong? The thing is, here I think black already have to be very careful. He has to, maybe he should just, his structure is very good, but he might get into trouble with the development, and especially if white can get some tempi on the queen, it would be dangerous. So trying to get the queen back, because black's position is very solid. He has a good, nice dragon structure. Nothing seriously wrong here. You could argue for just going here, and if knight comes somewhere, you just go back and play knight c6 and d6, and nothing really bad is going to happen, I believe. So this is taking here is of course dangerous after this move, and here black is already more or less busted. It's very, very, very dangerous, no matter what. And this is the recipe for losing fast, is to bring out the queen, go pawn hunting, and then well, yeah, you lose something on the way. Of course, there's also the way you can win games. If white doesn't play the attack well, you will be able to win the game by just grabbing material and holding on to it. Anyway, this was a rather fast video with an important concept. Be aware of bringing the queen too early into the game, and if you do, don't go pawn hunting unless it's safe. And it's almost never safe. That's a recipe for losing very fast. And actually, Carlsen could have resigned after 20 moves. Thank you for watching.